Hi everybody, and thank you for joining us for the second Acclaim Quick Hits presentation. I'm John Thobe, and I would like to welcome you all to the Acclaim Lighting Showroom in Los Angeles, California. For those of you out there rather, who are new to our webinar series, some general background on Acclaim Lighting. We've been producing specification LED fixtures for nearly 20 years. The product line focuses on some primary fixture types, including linear, Cove, and grays, high performance flood, direct view, low voltage fixtures with proprietary drivers, and DMX control solutions, because at Acclaim we definitely believe that it's essential to be able to provide a full system for a color changing installation. Today's talk is live. Please use the Q&A module on the Zoom window for any questions. I'll do my best to answer them as they come in, or definitely at the conclusion of the presentation. And now it's time for the main event, what we're all here to talk about, Acclaim's new Adapt Cove. It's my pleasure to introduce it and demonstrate it for you today, and we've got a little introduction video for you all. Awesome video, very informative. We're going to review a lot of that information just to really bring it home today. That video and many others like it on our other products are available on our website, so please feel free to use them as informational and selling tools. They're on the website. There'll be a recording of this presentation. We'll be joining it later today in case you can't get enough Acclaim Cove lighting or just watching me talk at a camera. Anyway, let's get started with some basics. The Adapt Cove will build on our existing AMS or Acclaim Modular Series product line. AMS was first introduced in 2018 with our 0 to 10 volt linear 1. We will be continuing to expand that offering with new additions that incorporate AMS technology. You can look at our Quick Hits episode 1 for an in-depth discussion of the linear 1 DMX. The primary components and what makes a fixture AMS is specifiable details like color, temperature, or optics. By separating these components for a final assembly, we're able to really expand the options of composite fixtures that can be specified and do it all in a quick ship format. So we're able to build your fixtures to final specification here in LA. With Cove Light, the primary specifiable component is color temperature, and this is the modular feature that Acclaim has created with the new Adapt Cove. It's really the first of its kind LED Cove that allows for a manual color switch selection of multiple color temperatures that are built onto a single fixture. So one fixture fits all colors. All final assembly of AMS fixtures, including Adapt Cove, is done inside Acclaim's LA warehouse, and this makes any order essentially stock. Your customers will also get the added bonus of a live QC on all fixtures during the color setting process right before any order ships. So let's take a look at some of the standard metrics of the fixture. The Adapt Cove comes in 1 and 4 foot bodies. The core units are specified with 120 volt or 277 volt power supplies. If anybody's international on board today, 240 VAC is an option and is stocked in our European warehouse. All onboard power supplies for Adapt Cove are native 0 to 10 volt dimming and give you a full dimming curve down to 0%. And the innovative, the fun part, the color switch tech. This allows for selection of 24K, 27K, 3K, or 35K, all built onto a single fixture. And all of these color options are 90 CRI or above. Peak lumen performance for the fixture is around 450 per foot at a very minimal 5 watt per foot power draw. So this is a very efficient fixture. I mean, we're getting almost 100 lumens per watt with Adapt Cove. And because the 0 to 10 volt is standard on all power supplies, it's just a universal metric. You can link up to 80 feet of fixture on a single feed. So how does it work? How does it go together? The Adapt Cove has got a really simple male-female cable mechanism. You can see here, I'm just going to link these two together. It's a positive lock system. So you press, locks, and clips, and you can press and release. The same is true if you need to use any link cables. Same positive lock connection, so you could go around a corner or add space between different various coves. For mounting, aiming, the standard fixture will rotate 30 degrees off vertical in either direction. So you can see that gives easy access for surface mounting directly to the screw holes. If you need additional aiming angle, 90 degree adjustable hinge mounting is available. So you can rotate it a full 90 degrees off vertical. And this is an optional accessory for the fixture. I want to take a look at the core components inside the LED. So you guys can see here, I'll get it up in front of the camera, instead of a single diode at every position on the board, which is what you typically expect in a fixture like this, you can see that the Adapt Cove has a cluster of 4. These are all 4 LEDs, the 4 color temperatures that we offer, 24K, 27, 35, 3 and 35K. And then with the color switch technology on the underside, what you're doing is essentially setting the pass-through and setting the color on the fixture because they're all on board. Show that with you guys. And then just to kind of demonstrate how easy it is to change the color temperature, I've got one turned on here, 24K, and just a very simple screwdriver. I'm able to shift it to 27, 3K, 35K, or back around. So what this really does is, this fixture is essentially field adjustable. You don't have to do, we're going to preset, we ship fixtures preset to your color spec. But if in the field you decide, and this is my restaurant and I've got my decorative fixtures and I've got them dimmed down and I don't like my coves anymore at 2700 Kelvin, I'd like them to be a little warmer. You could actually physically go around and click every fixture down to the 24K setting, and you can do that in the field. So if you ever want to make an adjustment to it, everything is built onto the product itself. So we want to show you guys some dimming performance. We've got a couple fixtures set up in the light lab here. Really talk about the performance of the 0 to 10 on board and the precision with dimming down to 0. You can see the first dim in there is the 2400 Kelvin. That's a new ultra warm color, or a new ultra warm standard that Acclaim is providing. The hospitality design community asked, and we delivered. In addition, you're going to see traditional warm white coves of 27K and 3K. And remember, these are all at 90 CRI. And you can see that beautiful precision dim. We stopped these at about 1% because we want to share with you guys the quality of the dimming curve. And, of course, the 35K for those premium commercial and retail spaces. And I definitely encourage everyone out there watching, contact your local rep or your favorite Acclaim salesperson, you can email quotes@acclaimlighting.com and we'll direct you where you need to go. I want to make sure everyone is able to get pricing for this fixture. We really went for a high performance with this Cove design, you know, the nice 0 to 10 driver, the color selecting option, but we're also we're transferring the economic benefits of mass production back to our customers. So we're building 1 foot and 4 foot sticks that are pretty much universal. We're stocking them, and when we do that bulk build, we're able to transfer that, you know, that economy back to our customers. So we're going to transpose. We're talking about premier technology for interior Cove today, and I thought this would be a good time to kind of introduce the precursor to Adapt Cove, Acclaim's AI Cove. This is our dim to warm solution. Unlike Adapt Cove, where you set your color temperature, the AI Cove has a fixed dim to warm curve of 3000 Kelvin to 1800 Kelvin. Acclaim designed our own LED chip solution to achieve this, and it's really modeled after incandescent and halogen lighting. So we took those traditional lamping fixtures and then we tried to model that dimming curve with LED. And I can show you guys here, we have the same idea with the LED cluster, and this is the original, tool. This is the AI Cove, and it kind of mirrors the way the Adapt Cove look with the pass-through. But instead of setting which chip you want to drive through, we use the cluster to get our dim to warm curve. It's got very similar features to the Adapt Cove, adjustable mounting, flexible link, positive lock connectors for end-to-end linking, jumpers, all of those things are available for you guys. And we'll look at some of the technical metrics of AI Cove. We've got 1 and 4 foot bodies. Again, these are standards. Like Adapt Cove, you do have to specify your voltage, 120, 277, or 240 for that European market. The power supplies inside the AI Cove are phase dimming. So they will work with voltage specific ELV or triac dimming switches, forward or reverse phase dimming. That is the native format for the fixture. The 4-chip cluster really gives you that beautiful dimming curve from 3K down to 1800 Kelvin. It's 100 to 0. It'll give the full curve and provides a peak lumen performance of 500 lumens per foot, and that's achieved with a 13 watt per foot power draw. Because AI Cove is an AC fixture and it's voltage specific, max run length on a feed is variable. You can power 50 feet at 120 volt or 100 feet at 277. And now the key part. So we're talking about AI Cove, that dim to warm curve. We want to share that with you, and we've got one set up for everybody to look at so you can kind of see how that visualization looks. At the high end, you get that beautiful 3K, that 90 CRI look. And as this thing dims down, you can see that slow, gradual color shift to the 1800 Kelvin, almost like candlelight with perfect precision at the low end still, like at that 1% level. If you need dimming conversion for the AI Cove, if for 0 to 10 or DMX, Acclaim can provide that solution for you with our UDM product. But again, just note that beautiful dimming curve on the fixture. And like the Adapt Cove, I do encourage you guys to definitely reach out to your local sales rep or your favorite Acclaim salesperson for pricing. The dim to warm configuration on AI Cove, the chipset, it's Acclaim's proprietary design. So, we built that chip, we own it. So again, we're transferring that design, that performance, and the economy of using our own design, our own chipset back to our customers. So again, thank you for joining us for Quick Hits. We're talking about White Light Cove today, and I hope this was kind of an informative, fun break for everybody who's joining us. If there are any other questions out there, feel free to drop them into the window. I did get one good one earlier, and one good one earlier today asking about 4000 Kelvin. I know nothing we hit on today touched that. 4000 Kelvin, when we went to design the new Adapt Cove fixture, we found that it was 4000 Kelvin Cove lights was 5% of our sales in the last 10 years. And we were getting a lot of new requests for the warmer options for this output range. So we decided to forego a 4K and put on the 24K on our Adapt Cove product instead. Let's see, we got another, how easy is it to remove a fixture from a continuous row? So in order to do that, in order to remove a fixture, you would need to simply unattach it and then release it so you can pull out the end-to-end connector. Easy to do, release it, and then you're good. Oh, yes, it is, when are we expecting it? Stock should be available. Yeah, it's on its way here. So this is a product launch, guys. So stock for this is going to be available in a week or two. So we're ready to sell it, take orders, and start shipping it. And again, I think that's all we got for questions. Brackets are fixed to the fixtures. They can be removable. I mean, it's an Allen key, so if you want to remove the brackets, you can. Any more questions, feel free to ask. We'll respond via email if we can't get to it. And I do want to thank everybody for joining us today. And I definitely want to remind you all to mark your calendars for our next Quick Hits. We are skipping the holiday season. We know everybody's busy. We're busy too. So January the 14th, we're going to be talking about our Gen 2 floodlights, the Dyna Accent. This has got all the latest and greatest technology that we can offer in a flood fixture. And we're going to be exploring this update in depth. And finally, finally for trivia, you didn't do, it's the same question from this morning. Oh, we didn't switch it up. Okay, so anyone who's on knows the answer. Name 2 other Acclaim AC-powered linear fixtures for single colored white specifications. This is choices where what 2 fixtures would you use to get that 4K Cove, because we do offer it if you need it. And then please email your response to webinar@acclaimlighting.com. The first person to answer correctly will win a set of Apple AirPod Pros. Thank you, everybody.